We have 4 days left of the transfer window. Celtic need 4 signings because they're absolutely shite and they are falling apart. Welcome back, guys, to the Spfl Transfer Roundup Show on Fog Fitba.
Yes, guys, cannot wait to talk about this. Players out, players in. Great wee day to talk about. Let's go. Scott McTominay.
Is it a great wee day?
Yeah, Scott McTominay, I think actually warrants a move to a decent team. I think at United, he's been played in the wrong position for years, and we've seen the likes of Mark Goldbridge spitting the dummy. But in my opinion, he gets played in a defensive role when for Scotland he plays forward and he works.
So what you're saying is, first up, we're going to talk about Scott McTominay's potential move to Bayern Munich.
Yep, that is the big story here.
That is the big story. There you go. We finally got there. Scott McTominay could be on the way to Bayern Munich in a swap loan deal with Ryan Gravenberch going the other way to Manchester United. Scott McTominay does not seem to be in favour with Ten Hag. I'm not sure Ten Hag's getting the job done at Man United. He seems to be all over the place. I think there's been some games where Scott McTominay would have made a good addition to the starting 11, but for some reason he can barely get any game time. He can barely get his ass off the bench, and I think if he doesn't end up at Bayern Munich, he will end up somewhere else, because I think if Scott McTominay does stay at Man United, he is basically just going to be warming the bench, like I said, until at least January. So there has been rumours Scott McTominay could come to Celtic. I think those rumours are completely done now. We've heard rumours he could go to West Ham. I don't know if Davy Moyes would like that. Scottish connection, why not? They've lost Declan Rice. Would Scott McTominay be a decent permanent fit or a short-term fit if they get him on loan? Potentially. But whoever gets Scott McTominay, I think it will be a good move. Does Scott McTominay start for Bayern Munich? No, I don't think so. But it looks like he'll probably get more game time there than he will at United going forward. And Scott McTominay recently for Scotland has been fantastic. We need him to be playing regular football, so I want to see him leave United in this transfer window.
Yes, and I think Bayern Munich would suit him very much so compared to Manchester United. And I think it would actually be a good deal for both teams, because United are getting a Dutch, starter in there, Ryan Gravenberch, in on a swap loan deal. So, but he's going to be 2 loan deals. It's not like they're getting him permanently. That's the only thing I would say about McTominay. But where did McTominay come from?
Look, it could get made permanent at the end of the season. We don't know.
We don't know. All that matters is this season. McTominay's been included in the Scotland squad despite not playing. But I think he had to be included anyway.
You can't leave him out. He's our top goal scorer in the last 6 games. Guy's a goal scoring machine.
No, but Bayern Munich wouldn't be linked with him if he wasn't good.
I never said he wasn't good.
I'm not saying you didn't, but you've got the likes of Goldbridge who think he's fucking shite.
Well, fuck Goldbridge, what does he know? He cheers for Liverpool and he's doing his match reviews, so fuck him. Speaking of Celtic, like we said, they need about 4 or 5 signings, and Lewis Palma looks like he will be one of them. The Aris manager, Astapolos Teres, has confirmed that the Honduras winger is on the verge of joining Celtic. So when your own manager comes out and states that you're on the verge of leaving and joining another club, for me, that is pretty much all but saying you will be officially moving, so therefore Lewis Palma will be a Celtic player, and I think it will get announced Tuesday. I think it'll get announced Tuesday afternoon. That's what I think. Tuesday or Wednesday.
I think that too. Rangers were linked with this guy for literally about 3 months. I made I'd say about 15 fids on it. Then Rangers just didn't want him anymore, and now Celtic have come in and took him, and I think he would have been a good option for Rangers. But would I say Celtic need him more? I think Celtic need a striker, to be honest, not a winger. But it is what it is, and fair play to Celtic. He's on his way. He's on the plane, so he'll be one of 5 potentially.
I think they do. No, I think they do need wingers. Maida not really hitting it at the moment. You've got James Forrest, so I think it's done. James Forrest is just like a piece of the furniture now at Celtic Park. Yeah, he got that wee hat-trick last season with Ange, but let's be honest, he was never a serious player for Celtic. He hasn't been a serious player for a while. James Forrest is not someone that you want to rely on. Haksabanovic is overrated as fuck. Never seen anything for Haksabanovic to suggest that he could be a regular starter for Celtic. You've got Leo Labada, who one game looks great, next game not so good. Celtic are missing wingers, they are missing Jota, and I think they need somebody. I don't know if Lewis Palma is the Jota replacement, but I think they need to find somebody, and I think they need to find it fast, because there's just a lack of cutting edge with Celtic in the attacks. I don't think they need another striker. I mean, they've got Kyogo, they've got O, who looks to be decent backup. I think they need to replace Jota. So whether Palma can be that guy or not, I don't know. Never seen him play. Can't sit here and pretend that he's a great player. We'll have to wait and see. Just like all the players that Celtic have signed so far. If you're signing players for these foreign leagues, who are we to know whether they're good. I don't care what their rating is on FIFA or if they've got decent potential in Football Manager. None of that shit matters. We won't really know until he joins Celtic this week and then plays his first game, which could be in the Old Firm match. So it's just a waiting game at this point.
The Celtic fans are burying the signings because they're not experienced or whatever. Look at that time when Rangers were signing like Kranjčar, Senderos, Clint Hill, fucking shite. Joey Barton. What experience? See this whole gimmicky experience. Look at Jota. Look at Carter Vickers, Kyogo, like
Hatate.
Hatate, young, right? Or Kyogo.
Alistair Johnson.
Yeah, these guys young but no real experience in like leagues that fucking matter. I mean, apart from Cameron Carter Vickers and
O'Reilly, and they love him. So yeah. I mean, Lewis Palma, we don't know. We'll find out when he arrives, and I think he will arrive. Speaking of not arriving, I think Haksabanovic won't be playing for Celtic again. I don't think the guy's good enough. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him leave the next few days.
Yep, after that cryptic Instagram post, if you don't see your value, maybe you're not at the right place.
Is that really cryptic though?
No, but he'll try and claim that. He's like, I wasn't directed at the mighty Celtic guys. Burnaby liked it, don't know who else liked it though.
And he just happens to be saying it on a weekend where Celtic drop points in a shite 0-0 performance at home against relegation favourite St Johnstone.
Some people like this, but I'll tell you, I think it's shite bag. See any beef you've got, you go to the fucking manager yourself.
I mean, you can get away with this when you're like 14, 15, 16, but as a grown man that's earning his fucking trade, playing as a professional footballer, this is absolutely pathetic behaviour. Tweeting this shit or posting this shit.
At least Hadji said in the press conference after the Morton game, he's like, I don't respect the manager's decision. I think I should be in the team. No, he said I
said he respects the manager's decision. He doesn't agree with it.
I had just buried Hadji there, but yeah, that's how you deal with it.
That is how you deal with it. Let's move on. How do I deal with you? That's the bigger question, I think.
Well, how do you deal with the Three Stooges in charge of Hearts? Hit me with it.
You get rid of them all. Let's talk about Bojan Miovski. He could be on his way out of Aberdeen, apparently, according to Press and Journal. Southampton are interested in signing Bojan Miovski. The Championship club needs strikers, they need players, they want to get straight back to the Premiership, and they see Bojan Miovski giving them a chance to do that. Aberdeen, though, have said there is no contact from Southampton and that Bojan Miovski will be going nowhere. I personally don't think Bojan Miovski is looking for a move. I think he's content to stay at Aberdeen for another season. However, if Southampton come in, the likelihood is he will go. The Championship money that they can offer, as well as the lure of getting to the Premier League, will be too much for him to turn down. So I think if teams that are challenging at the top of the Championship come in for teams that play for players that play for like Aberdeen, Hearts, Hibs, they're going to leave. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, because Southampton are going to go straight back up. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, this isn't a relegation threatened Championship side that could easily end up in League One. This is a team that has got the Premiership money for years and years and years. I mean, they could easily pay Bojan Miovski 10 times what he's getting at Aberdeen right now.
Easily.
So if they want him, he'll go. It's really that simple. Aberdeen can say they ain't selling him. I mean, Southampton can just offer 5 million and Aberdeen will fucking drive them down themselves.
Exactly.
So Dave, whatever his name is, Dave McCormack guy, he'll be driving them down there, mate. So, you know, it's what it is. Is that it?
That's pretty much it, guys. Not an awful lot happening today. I mean, I expected more. Transfer.
So at the start of the video, you were buzzing, saying there was lots, and it turns out there's nothing official.
So big. Scott McTominay, Lewis Palma.
Finally, former Easter Road forward Tam McManus insists Hibs must go for Kilmarnock boss Derek McInnes after firing Lee Johnson. I think Derek McInnes would be a good option for Hibs, but I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll go for the simple reason is we've seen Hibs fire so many managers over the past 4, 5, 6 seasons. Derek McInnes looks like he's finally beginning to make a lot of progress at Kilmarnock. I don't think he wants to risk that to go to Easter Road. If he goes to Easter Road and let's say he makes it a year, then gets fired, all his hard work at Kilmarnock is undone, and it's like he has to start down at the bottom again. I'm not saying he couldn't get a Premier League job or even a high Championship team, but I don't think he wants to do that because you've got signs that this Kilmarnock side could be a top 6 side. Kilmarnock are a decent club. They're probably too good to be in the Championship anyway, so I don't think he'll want to take the risk of messing up this Kilmarnock job. If he does go to Hibs, I think he'll want some sort of guarantee. I think he'll want like a 3-4 year plan. But, I mean, a lot of managers went to Hibs expecting to get 3 or 4 years and they end up getting about 12, 18 months, so it doesn't mean shit.
doesn't mean shit. And I forgot about one story. Harry Souttar to Rangers on loan. That looks like that's the other big story for Rangers. I think if they got him,
That looks like the story that probably should have been in the thumbnail, to be honest.
Well, I mean, there's nothing concrete. The other two things are concrete. You know, Rangers. Imagine that though. I think the two Souttar brothers and Goldson, you couldn't really beat that defence. That's quite good.
5 at the back. Push Tav and Barisic forward.
In European games.
Wing backs.
No, that's a great back three.
That's a pretty good back three. Anyway, guys, well, it happened. Harry Souttar to Rangers. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll catch you in the next one. Bean Fog Football. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and remember, Celtic are shite and they're falling apart. And get it right up you, Matthew Miles. Till then, though, peace.